2020 was a semi shit show.
It was a little bit crazy.
It was scary.
2020 was a unique.
2020 was like boarding a roller coaster that doesn't stop.
It wasn't amazingly fun. I could tell you that much.
Oh boy, 2020 was unbelievable. I mean, I really couldn't believe that this was going to happen, and I was always optimistic that it wouldn't. And then when they shut all the jobs down, it was pretty clear.
It's concerning to my whole industry. So we have a whole crew that these people, this is what they've done since they're 18, and now they're in their 50s, they're professionals.
I mean, we started it with the initial COVID shutdowns, which I think left all of us pretty anxious.
We were shut down for a couple of months, being in the manufacturing sector, and it was tough.
As soon as we had the shutdown, we're like, this is not just going to be a 1 month deal or 2 months. We're like, let's plan for the next 6 months as best we can. Every week there was a new, something was going to change. We're like, what do we do this week? It's like, there's no use making decisions that are too long lasting. It's more like, okay, how do we stay nimble and adaptable?
The word that comes to mind is managing. Just managing a lot of change.
Well, 2020 was perhaps the most unique world that any of us has ever experienced.
One of the things that was funny is that at first people kind of liked working from home because it was like novel, and I liked it because I was still in the office alone, so I got to be here by myself. And then people just got really sick of it, and were just like really looking forward to coming back. So in some ways it's sort of a positive thing because people are like realizing they actually like to be around each other.
I miss not having my staff in the office, and I miss team meetings.
I really miss just seeing all the wonderful people we work with face to face on a more day-to-day basis.
When we come up with a challenge and do it shoulder to shoulder and figuring it out, just on the ground basically, and I miss that.
For sure, it's designing in person. That with other people in the office and especially with clients. And there's something about the spontaneity of sketching together, modeling together that I'm just really looking forward to coming back.
It's hard to replace, the human interaction, those short meetings, those brief interactions. I think I miss those the most.
Obviously, we miss our friends and family and seeing everyone firsthand.
For me, I really miss, being able to shake somebody's hand.
I miss being around. I got to hug my daughter one time this summer because she had a test done, and she got the test back, and I just went, okay, I need a hug. And then you can't do it again for a while.
It feels very isolating, and I think that's what I miss the most, is just being with people and enjoying and celebrating life together.
I think when this all ends, there's just going to be a resurgence of that joy, that depth of connection to community that I think is going to be a little crazy for a while. I think I'm going to be hugging everybody inside.
But I do think the plus side of it is that I've gotten to reach out and spend more time with old friends through Zoom meetings and things like that. And it's been really great to rekindle some friendships that were there, but this definitely brought them back up and connected with people in different ways. And I like that.
Never had before in my life had used Zoom for any sort of meetings. That was a learning. That was a bright spot. Learned something new every day.
Gotten to know myself even better.
Yeah.
I've learned to talk to myself a lot more.
Probably gotten more productive in 1 week than I would have in the past gotten done in a month, which is just amazing.
Because I have been able to spend a little more time closer to home and getting out in nature, which is kind of an inspiration for me in terms of design.
I think we've gotten a better understanding of what our priorities are, what's really important.
I think found out how strong our staff is.
It's been really fantastic to see how the culture of the office is indomitable.
I learned that we're very resourceful and we're able to work remotely. If the will is there, you can. I would have never predicted that we could have been as effective as we are as a unit, a team, and we're doing just great. We're communicating well, and that is remarkable.
Well, we've learned some new skills for sure.
Yeah, we've adapted, I think, along with everybody else, finding new ways of communicating and sharing information. And I think it's made us a little bit more efficient on our time. And we're spending less time in the car and less time in meetings. And so that leaves more time for design.
It's helped us figure out how not to take things for granted. It's helped us figure out how to communicate better as a team.
I have gained a feeling that we're all in this together, and that if we try to respond in radically different ways, our best chance of getting out of this is to try to work together to the same goals.
If anything that's come out of this for me, it's realizing how easy I have it, really, and how grateful, how I should live in a better state of gratitude than I do.
That I think it also makes you appreciate what you do have, and it's something that I think kind of changes people's perspectives about hopefully 2021 and what to appreciate.
Well, I think I'm gonna sit on the curb by my house and just put a sign out that says free hugs, and anybody can come by and hug people.
I'm really looking forward to getting the vaccine. That's going to be that'll be a big. I'm going to have a nice bottle of wine that night.
I will be very happy when the whole office is back together. That will, I get a lot of satisfaction out of that.
I think just the social interaction. You really, I don't think we all truly appreciated how much of our life was absorbed by that social interaction.
Being together in a house with our girls, I'm looking forward to that.
Community, having our friends and family around and being able to interact and hug and kiss and be together. I think that's mainly what we're looking toward.
It gives me hope for the future, just seeing how people are embracing coming together as people, as humans, as team members, as community members, and that just is not going to go away.
Oh, I have so much hope. I have so much hope for humanity and for mostly for this community. I mean, bring it down to the Pacific Northwest. We're people that think ahead and think forward and are always one foot in front of the other and looking out for one another. And that gives me great hope.
On a local level, I've seen people coming together and being cool and keeping the space and trying to keep positive through this thing.
I think we're headed for a more loving, more peaceful place to be, and I'm excited for that.
I think seeing the camaraderie between people in certain areas has been really promising, and I hope that continues next year. But I definitely have hope that 2021 is going to be a good year.
I see these young kids and young professionals and how conscious they are about everything.
I really feel like my kids and the younger generation are really giving me quite a lot of hope.
I would say the younger generation, I feel that there are a lot of young people whose values are really solid, and I think that that's going to make just a huge difference as to how the world goes.
Well, I think it's really, this is a great opportunity to look at life for people and planet, and for, how do we really improve and make some big changes.
I think that 2020 has been a lot of things we didn't expect, and so re-energizes the optimism, the hope that we can come back better, smarter.
I'm hoping for that. That's what I'm hopeful for, is that we all kind of just gain a better understanding of ourselves and a clearer picture of what's going to make the world a better place, and we're gonna roll up our sleeves and we're gonna get to work.
It makes me happy to go to work and feel like I've done something good. When at the end of the day I can look back, keep doing the best work you can do.
The challenge of trying to make the world a better place through design and through everything that we do, it really does make a huge difference. Our lives and all the endless hours of work that we all put in, really does make a difference in the world.